and find out that you are Bart for the first time?
I'm stunned. Yeah, I'm actually stunned when people don't know that the voice of Bart really is a chick, you know? I say, yeah, I'm Bart Simpson, man. Who the hell are you?
Now, most people might not be aware of the fact that you didn't actually audition for Bart initially, did you?
Right, no. I'd like to say about 3,000 of us auditioned, but I went in originally for the voice of Lisa, and the script was right there, and I saw a picture of Lisa Simpson in the description, you know, 8 years old, middle child, and then right next to it was this audition piece for Bart. Now, I want to get a poll of the audience. If you guys had a choice between being Lisa Simpson or Bart Simpson, how many of you would want to be Bart Simpson?
Hear, hear.
Absolutely.
So, the fact that you've got one of the most famous voices in the world that you can create, do you use that to your advantage on any occasion?
Well...
Do you give people a bit of Bart from time to time?
Yeah, I find that sometimes he comes in kind of handy. And since I kind of carry him around with me wherever I go, yeah, I don't do it as much now as I used to do 15, 14 years ago, but I still do have a little bit of fun. In fact, when I was here, you still am here. No, I was out. A friend of mine and I, we were starved. We had just gotten off the plane, and we were really, really hungry and needed to get something to eat. So we went down to the waterfront, and there was this restaurant there. They had just closed about 20 minutes earlier, and you know, it's like shamelessly, I can utilize, you know, the fact that I'm Bart Simpson by saying, you know, are you a fan? Are you a Simpsons fan? Which is a total non sequitur, has nothing to do with food. And he's like, yeah, of course I am. I said, well, hi, I'm Bart Simpson. What's happening, man? The guy's like, ah! Come step this way, you know.
But didn't you use that as also when you visited Buckingham Palace as well?
Oh, yeah. This was... This is a good one. It was near Buckingham Palace. It wasn't exactly, but it's same thing. The guys were standing there with the tall hats on. I'm sorry, I don't know the name of it, but it's like,
just the guards.
Yeah, the guard, and he was, you know, very handsome and just like doing what he was supposed to do and totally on post and just unshakable. And I went up, stood beside him. He was quite tall anyway, and I kind of looked at him and I'm like, "Are you a Simpsons fan?" And he's just frozen. I said, "What's happening, man? I'm Bart Simpson, dude." His knees buckled. He was down. I'm like, oh my God. I started to walk away. Miss Cartwright! Miss Cartwright! He's like chasing after me. It was pretty wild.
That's pretty good. Now, you do other voices as well. I mean, apart from people like Chucky from Rugrats that you do as well. But as far as The Simpsons goes, what other characters in Springfield do you do that people might not know?
Well, I do. Should I challenge you? You tell me who these characters are. Should I put you on the spot?
Yeah,
row?
okay.
Huh?
No, hit me with it.
Okay, who's this? 2 words, okay?
Nelson Muntz.
Very good, okay. Yeah. The thing about huckleberries is once you've had fresh, you'll never go back to canned. It's the same guy, but...
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah. I also do, see, I'm not sure if I'm Rod or I'm Todd.
Oh, yes.
But it's like, because I think I've done Todd about 135 times, and I've done Rod.
These are the Flanders boys.
Yes, the Christian study boys next door. Remember when they were playing a video game, and Bart's like, oh, you got him, you got him. No, you just clipped him, you made him a Unitarian.
So what's the voice of the character you get asked to do the most?
I think that must be Ralph.
Ralph Wiggum.
Ralph Wiggum.
A perennial favorite.
Yeah. I'm Idaho! The thing about Ralph is, I don't know, I love him so much, but they just sort of stick him in any scene because he's such a non sequitur in life. You know, they just plug him in. He's like, my cat's breath smells like cat food. Oh, there's the leprechaun. He makes me burn things.
Now, it must be absolutely tremendous when you get together as a group, because do you record a lot of the show together? I know often when people record their voices for any kind of animated show or feature film, that often the performers aren't in the same room, but that's not always the case with you guys, is it?
Well, we try to make it be that way. I mean, ideally, it would be wonderful if we were always together all the time, but the nature of voiceovers, I could be here and still I could literally phone it in, you know? But it's best when we do it. It's the best show. If you ever come to Los Angeles, I'll give you a front row seat, I promise.
Oh my God!
I owe you. I really owe you.
Let's go.
But it's the best. It's really, really good because we do the table read and there's about 100 people in the room and usually the actors are all there, and if they're not there, they're on an intercom in the center of the table, and we'll hear, you know, Hank Azaria was recently at the West End playing sexual perversity in Chicago, and he was just kind of coming through a box, but yeah, it's good.
And
You know what I mean?
I know exactly what you mean. When you've had Julian Clary on first, things can get mixed up quite easily. Now, do you also find that when the celebrities come in, because that's the other big part of The Simpsons, you must get starstruck, like when someone like a Michael Jackson comes in to record for the show?
Yeah. He produced Do the Bartman. That was so long ago. God, it seems another lifetime ago.
Yeah. Well, that was series 1 or 2 that
Something
that
like
was
in
done.
90. When did that come out? 92, I think. Do the Bartman. But yeah, he did that, and he was on with the 300-pound white crazy guy, right? He did the voice. He didn't do the singing, but he actually did the voice for the character. But working with Meryl Streep, that was amazing. And most of the celebrities we don't get to work with because their schedules don't coordinate with ours. But I worked with Mel Gibson. Wow. Yeah.
That must be freak him out when Bart Simpson's got the hots for him.
Yeah, getting some trouble there.
Well, I'll tell you what, if you'd like to hear more about Nancy and behind-the-scenes stories from The Simpsons, her show My Life as a 10-Year-Old Boy is happening this Friday night and Sunday matinee at the Big Laugh Comedy Festival in Parramatta, and then one show only in Melbourne, Friday the 19th of March at the Astor Theatre. Nancy Cartwright, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much, Nancy. And Nancy will be back later to perform in our radio serial as well, so don't miss it. Still to come, Lisa Marie Presley, Blink-182, and Tell Us Where to Go Next, What The, and our radio serial with Nancy Cartwright and Megan Gale. Now, do you think you can handle the pressure?
I don't know.
It's doing silly voices. I don't know if you're up for it. Hopefully she can. We've got joining her, always our regular favourite, Corinne Grad, ladies and gentlemen. Joining her, the face of David Jones and the superest model we know, Megan Gale. Welcome her back. How are you, Megan? In
You
town
guys always get me doing crazy stuff. What am I doing this
Because
time?
you're such a good sport and we love you for it. And you're doing some modelling while you're here, I would hope.
I'll be doing a bit of modelling work.
Where can we catch you?
You can catch me at David Jones.
Yes. Well, I'm excited by it.
I know. Are you going to come this time?
Yes, I will.
I
He gets excited enough.
We'll do our best.
And where are the shows happening?
Backstreet Mall, David Jones this week.
Very exciting. And no Marzio tonight.
Ooh, I have a tone.
No, so the boyfriend is away.
Yes.
Or is he? Because he's Peter Hellier.
And I'd like to announce I've just been announced the face of Not Quite Right, so... very excited.
Very proud. And he's so proud because his nan's watching, which is great. And as always, joining us on Sound Effects, Brendan Donahue, ladies and gentlemen. It's now time to get straight into it as I lodge into my voice and say, I'm Conrad speaking, and welcome to the most popular radio drama on television, All That Glitters. When we last saw our hero, Sterling Silver, he was in a life-or-death struggle with his French accent.
Wasn't funny yet. Accent failing! Can't speak like this much longer!
Oh, Sterling, you poor thing.
Oh, I don't want your sympathy, bling bling. I'm sorry, Nancy. I really am. This is... I just found out you've been having an affair with my best friend.
No, you just found out I've been having an affair with your worst enemy. You don't know anything about my affair with your best friend.
It's over between us. I just got this letter from my ex-girlfriend, Sharon Shazlik. Here, I will read it to you in her voice.
Dear Sterling, I'm writing to let you know I'm no longer illiterate, and also I'm still in love with you. Will you take me back? Oh, I'm sorry, that was a spelling mistake. Will you take me back?
Ah!
Oh, my God, what is it, Sterling? A heart attack?
Worse, a paper cut. It's bleeding everywhere.
God, I hope that's a paper cut.
So do I. Yes.
Hold on, I'm calling an ambulance.
Yeah, Larry's Ambulance and Pizza. Can I take your order?
Get me an ambulance.
Yeah, would you like screeching tyres with that?
Yes, but make it quick. Where's that doctor?
Hello, I am Dr. Heinrich Maneuver on the case.
What took you so long?
Sorry, but I had to change characters on the way. Where is... I was the phone guys about... Where is the patient?
Down here on the ground.
And I thought my accent was in trouble. My God! Forget the paper cut. This man's accent needs help. He needs surgery. Stat!
Yes, doctor.
I'll say you are, nurse Stat. Get this man to the next scene.
Yes, doctor.
And so we find ourselves in the operating theatre of St. Bartholomew's Hospital of the Eton Shorts as Sterling undergoes an emergency accentectomy. Now, I called you in, Dr. Angioplasty, because you're the guest star, so we might as well get our money's worth.
I'm so glad to help. With just one question. Where exactly are you from?
Never mind that, the show must go on. Stat!
Yes.
Sorry, just checking you were still here. Let's start the operation. Enormous pointy knife.
Oh, enormous pointy knife.
Let's cut this baby open. Oh, yes, that's lovely. That feels so good. Oh, God, so nice. I could just, like, give it a little kiss or something. Yes. I can't believe he actually did that. There you go. And so the surgery continues in a surprisingly non-visual way until a few hours later.
Consciousness returning. Where am I?
No, Mr. Silver. Oh, excuse me, we've removed your French accent, but there are complications. Until you recover fully, you'll only be able to talk like a superhero.
Great Barrier Reef. You're right.
And you have a visitor, Sharon Shazlik. Shazlik. Oh. If you will, she's French, I believe. She says she's your ex-girlfriend.
Sharon Shazlik, the mayor of Babesville, who disappeared without a trace so many years ago. Great expectations. Yes, bring me this vision of loveliness.
Sterling, my darling.
Jumping Gitarima. She's huge. She can't even squeeze through the door.
I would have got here sooner, but I couldn't fit in the lift.
Sterling, I'm sorry I went away, but I've changed. Marry me. Oh, that was your line. You can have mine.
Oh, the whole thing doesn't make sense anymore.
Hit it, Megan. Show me how it's done.
So what do we do now?
Do that one again.
Sterling, I'm sorry I went away, but I've changed. Marry me.
Now I've come in. No, it's mine.
What a surprise! Wow.
Bling bling. Head spinning. Heart giving out. Must speak stiltedly.
Oh no, he's crashing!
Stop! He needs space! Everyone stand back! Sharon!
I am standing back.
And so we conclude another cliffhanging episode of All That Glitters. Tune in next week when you'll hear Sharon Shazlik say...
Sterling, I'm carrying your baby. Sterling, I dropped your baby.
Ow! I landed on my brain!
Sharon Shazlik appeared thanks to Megan Gale in the face of David Jones. Sound effects by Brendan Donahue. This is Conrad speaking. Tell us where to go. Blink-182 and Lisa Marie Presley.